Hey, what's up, everybody? We finally got a new Ingrid actual trailer out, not just like the World Tour thing, the real one. So we're going to get to see what this character can do. And I'm going to give you some of my impressions, also some of my predictions about how I think this character is going to play. And is she actually going to be the JP killer or not? If you guys don't know, there's this kind of meme in the Japanese fighting game community where every time they show a character beating up JP in the trailer, it actually ends up that character has a really bad matchup against JP after all. So we'll see what actually happens. Let's go to the beginning and let's take a look at this video.
It's me, Ingrid.
All right, so here we go. Get ready to see a million of these Ingrid players come out the first week or 2 weeks she's in this game. I think she's going to be a super popular character, so if you don't hate this face yet, I think you're going to pretty soon. This character drops May 28th. Yeah, she drops May 28th, so prepare yourselves. So here we go. I don't think that's an overhead, but that looks like it might crush lows. That's like a jumping air tower combo. I think that might be a tower combo too. And there we go. We saw something there. Did you catch it? We'll do it later, but she has something a little scary. This character is just, man, aura farming. She does not care. Alright, I think these fireballs are going to be tricky. There's another target combo. Charging up her moves. And then there we go, the air beam and the grounded beam. I think those beams are going to be a problem. Two hitting, looks like a standing heavy kick. That's her level 1. Invulnerable, by the way, in case you don't know. And then here we go. This is going to be the new, I'm calling it now. This is going to be the new JP level 2. This is going to be up there, I'm sure. There's no way this super is going to be bad. And right now in this trailer, they are only showing it here, like in a combo. But I guarantee you, people are going to be cooking up some crazy block mix with this super. Guaranteed. All right, and here we go. The classic costume. That uncanny valley face. She's not human, so I guess it gets a pass from me. And here you go, we're starting to see this stuff. She's got, I think, what looks to be pretty good corner carriage from this. And there we go. There, if that didn't send shockwaves through your system. Her version of amnesia. Bidding against JP. And here we go, we're seeing that good corner carry this character has. That was pretty far. I'm going to stop. I don't want to stop this trailer too much, but look at this. She starts a little bit, like a couple of character spaces away from the corner there. That's like 3/4 screen corner carry, kind of. Maybe just under 3/4. That's pretty good. Here we go. We see the drive rush. Her drive rush doesn't look too fast. That's her enhanced level 1. And then there we go. We just saw another big thing. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but we'll talk about it soon. And there, the side switch on the level 2. There's like no character in Street Fighter 6 that gets like super combo side switches that ends up being bad. So that's definitely strong right there. Okay, throw on the parry, teleports, baits amnesia, and then here we go. This level 3, I think it actually looks pretty cool. Anytime they dunk on JP, I'm down for it. Alright, there we go. Let me get some extra stuff here. I think they did a good job with the animations of this character. She moves really good. Don't know how I feel about the vocal track, though. I'm generally not a huge fan of vocal tracks in fighting games. I find it distracting, but the song is good. So that was the character trailer pass. It doesn't say here, but they announced it later. This character drops on May 28th. But let's go back. Let's kind of go a little bit more in depth with everything. And let me show you a couple of things that really stuck out with me in this trailer with this character. So first of all, just go through some of her moves. This looks to be like a command normal, like a forward hard punch or something. And just because of the actual animation, you see this? I don't think it's an overhead, but there's a reason why they're showing Ryu doing crouching medium kick here. So I'm pretty sure this move crushes low. So if you don't know what crush low means, it basically means she's in the air. So if you do a low attack, it'll go over the low attack. So it looks like she's gonna be able to fight Shotos or like characters with good crouching medium kicks if she uses this move. The question always is gonna be, how is this on block? If it's like only like a Kami thing, like a -3, this could be really strong, but we'll see. And then here you go. It goes into a punish counter. So let's check that out one more time. So on punish counter, she gets to set up her fireball. Now, the way this fireball works, if you read the blog, like the Steam blog with this character, she's going to be like a character hold style character. So whether you tap the button or whether you hold the button down, you're going to be able to do different things with your fireballs. But as you can see here, after a certain bit of time, this fireball just kind of automatically travels. It stays there for a second, then it goes. So not to stop too many times, but this can be really important. This is the first really big thing I'm seeing. In Street Fighter 6, one of the main ways you can counter fireball characters is to tap parry and then do like a drive rush option select, where if you get the option select, you drive rush at them. It's like one of the most common things you can do against Luke. But because the fireball waits and then moves, that means she's already recovered from the fireball before it starts to travel. So I don't think you're going to be able to do tap, parry, drive, rush forward to punish this character, because she's never going to be minus on block if you perfect parry the fireball, because she already recovered from it by the time it starts moving. So I think we're going to have to take a different approach against this character, and she's not going to be really easy like perfect parry for the fireballs. I think she's going to be like a very unorthodox zoner, or like a kind of zoner we haven't really dealt with yet before. Just my predictions. And then here, I said this during when we were watching the preview trailer before, she has an overhead. There's a reason why they show Ryu crouching here. They're not just doing this because. So she has an overhead and she has a drive rush, which means guaranteed drive rush overhead character. Yahoo! I know you guys are happy already. Get hype. There's more. Don't worry. It gets better. Okay, cross up into a 2-hitting standing heavy kick. And then she goes into throw mix here. Then here, see this? Fireballs. So they showed in the blog what she can do. So she has 3 different follow-ups she can do after this teleport. She can do a forward teleport into like a slam, which I think is around here. So yeah, this one. She can do a forward teleport into like this jumping kick sort of thing. She can do this upwards teleport into this dive, and the blog said this has slower startup. Okay, now this is going to send shivers down everyone's spine. I'm really wondering how this stuff works. This beam, it's coming. That beam right there. This thing. So my question with this is, I want to know if this can beat OD fireballs or not, because we see later on in this trailer that her regular fireballs like beat out JP's fireballs. Like it just trades, it goes away. So it's not like regular fireballs beat her uncharged or unstocked fireball. But I want to see what happens with the beam, if it beats OD or if it kind of just clears them out. That's going to make a huge difference in how powerful her fireball game is. Okay, there we go. Did you guys see it? There we go. Remember I said she has an overhead with her normal moves? There we go. Everybody's favorite mechanic. Crouching medium kick, drive rush cancel. Let's go. Guaranteed not to be a bottom tier character, just with the overhead and the crouching medium kick DRC. So if you guys aren't tired of crouching medium kick DRCs yet, oh boy, you're going to be seeing lots of it with this character, I'm sure. But again, it all depends on how good her crouching medium kick is. I'm just kind of being sarcastic, but it looks like it doesn't have crazy range, so it might be kind of like a stubbier one. And then of course, is it a 7 frame? Is it an 8 frame? Is it maybe even slower at 9? No way to know until we actually see the character like actually play, and you can't really count frames in these YouTube videos. It doesn't really work out that way, so we'll see what happens when it comes. But as for now, yeah, she has a crouching medium kick, drive rush cancel. She goes into her 2-hitting standing hard kick into her target combo. Then here we go. That looks like jumping hard punch into her level 2 here. So something I want to talk about this level 2. So in this trailer, they only showed the level 2 as a combo tool, but if you read the blog on the Steam post, it said that the OD version of her DP, it's safe on block, and you can cancel the OD version of her DP into supers, which means if you're able to condition your opponent, I think with this character, what you're going to be able to do is use OD DP as kind of like your combo, like your pressure starter, cancel the 3rd hit into this level 2, and then go for mix. So it's kind of going to be like JP. You know when JP does his target combo or like OD Ghost and then pops level 2? I think she's going to get similar pressure. Now, it all depends on like which move she can go into. Maybe she can't even do OD DP safely into her level 2, but I don't think they would have mentioned that if she couldn't do it. So my prediction is that this character is going to want to get in, eventually get some pressure, land her OD DP, even on block, put you into a block stun there, cancel into her level 2, and then go for mix. So just early predictions here from Chris F. I think that's what we're going to see. See, that's what I was talking about there, how the fireballs kind of, the regular fireballs trade with normal fireballs. Okay. There, she has lots of ways to charge up and get stocks for more enhanced moves. And there, this is really big too. So there's a reason why they're showing this with JP. So in case you guys don't know what JP can do here, this is +2 on block, drive rush, crouching medium punch, and then JP goes into standing light punch. This could be a 1-frame startup counter like Amnesia. At slowest, I think it would be 3-frame startup. So the real question here is this Amnesia, like Ingrid's version of Amnesia, is it frame 1 or is it frame 2, 3, or something like that? If it's frame 1, it could be really strong. Then also they said in the Steam post, it beats both projectiles and physical attacks, but only 1 hit. So multi-hitting moves will lose to it. So like Ryu forward heavy punch will beat this, but it didn't mention anything about throws. But a throw is a single hit, like in this game. It's not really a hit, but you can think of it that way. So I guess the question is this completely invulnerable to all strikes and throws, or does it only beat actual strikes and fireballs? So we'll see what happens. All right, then this one looks really strong. So she can do a neutral jump beam. Number one, first thing with this is going to be disastrous to deal with. It looks like you're not going to be able to dash under it as long as she's spacing it properly, just because of this nice downward angle that it has. So that's going to be strong. The other question I have is if she does neutral jump, like this is the enhanced OD beam it looks like, but is she going to be plus on block when she lands? If she's crazy plus, that could be very, very strong. But if she's just like 0 or like -1, +1, then she's kind of spending resources for nothing. But this is like what Akuma's jump fireball wants to be. This is going to be crazy for sure. I guarantee it. And if nothing else, just a really annoying knowledge check. I'm going to guess you have to perfect parry that and then drive rush to beat that air beam, but we'll see what happens. It also depends how many hits it has. So this is her enhanced level 1, and one thing you notice, it sends her full screen when it ends. Goes for this. See, like there? This is going to let her set up her fireball pressure, get some, or like charge her stocks and get her game going. So let's see what happens with this once we get our hands on her, but setting them full screen could be really strong for her. All right, then here. This is also really big too. Sorry for stopping so much, but this is, they're just showing stuff rapid fire. JP pushed crouching medium punch super, super early here. So this could be me kind of like jumping the gun a bit. But it looks like her standing, this looks like standing hard punch, like drive our standing hard punch. This could have some properties where it like pulls her hurt box back and allows her to hit. So while it doesn't look like her neutral drive rush is really fast at the start, this being a really good poke out of drive rush could be really strong. Then this lets her go into her level 2 if she spends OD on like the OD Tatsu there. And then there's that side switch we saw. Gets a charge. Her moves twice. That's really strong. Gets the corner carry. There's the teleport. Kind of drive rushes at you, puts you under pressure, and then goes that way. Is what it looks like to me in this beam. And I don't know. I got to give it up for this level 3. I like that zoom into the eye. It just looks nice. I'm a fan of it. It's kind of creepy, but also kind of cool. So my predictions for this character, I think her defense is going to be a little bit bad. But again, it all comes down to how good her like reversal amnesia is, if it's frame 1 and if it beats throws. Another thing is going to be like how good her drive rush is, if it's going to be really fast or not. And then also her moves, like what she is plus on block or whatever. But I think what it's really going to come down to is how much can she mix you off of her pressure from her teleports. And then also how much can she kind of like really zone effectively. Because as you guys know, in Street Fighter 6, zoning isn't really that strong in this game because perfect parry exists. But because it seems like you can't perfect parry, drive rush, option select her fireballs, just my prediction of course, I think her zoning could be really good, or at least very frustrating to deal with. So some other things I'm thinking about this character that don't seem too strong to me in terms of defense. Her ODDP is not a reversal, which means she can't do the DP option select against people doing stuff like crouching medium kick, drive rush. So I think on defense, she's going to be on the weaker side for sure. But of course, having your own version of amnesia is always going to make the opponent kind of think when they're doing their pressure. So we'll see how that goes. It also looks like she doesn't really have a way to kind of bait parry from her teleports. So something here. So it looks like she can't actually like bait parry. Because see how she goes for the teleport? JP goes for amnesia. Imagine that was a parry. If she teleports back, she basically completely loses her turn. The defender doesn't really take too much just by like tapping parry there. So I'm wondering how she's going to be able to bait you with her teleports. And what kind of like option selects the defender is going to be able to kind of like figure out. Not option selects, but like different like multi-layered defensive ways to kind of beat her. But it's all going to depend on like how good her moves are and like how things work. Too early to tell, too hard to see in this. Another thing I think is going to be kind of hard with this character, she's a button hold character. So you're going to have to hold down buttons to like charge things and change how you're creating your stocks. And that can be hard, especially for pad players. So we'll see how it goes. But just traditionally speaking, button hold characters are more like easy or at least manageable on arcade stick or leverless, and typically a little bit harder on pads. So we'll see what happens when we finally get our hands on her. But for nothing else, it looks like she's actually a really interesting character. And I gotta say, this current season's pass of characters like Sea Viper, Sagat, Alex, her, I think Capcom's been doing a great job with making all these characters feel really unique and interesting, regardless of how good or bad they are on like the tier list for like top level players. All these characters are really fun. I think the animations have been really good. They've got a lot of flavor to them. You know, I think it's just been a really good season in terms of like design. And we see the team kind of like taking some risk and trying things with these characters, which I think is really good. and also keeps me hopeful for the next season. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. As always, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.